My name is Brendan Bednars. For my security tools presentation, I decided to take an in-depth look at what a USB rubber ducky is and what it does. A rubber ducky is essentially a USB thumb drive that acts like a keyboard and makes the computer believe that it is actually a keyboard. It looks just like any other USB drive, so it is very inconspicuous, and most people will not be able to detect it. When a keyboard is plugged into a computer, the default setting is for the computer to accept it and obey. There is a specification with the USB standard known as HID, or Human Interface Device. Simply put, any USB device that is plugged in and claims to be a keyboard will be automatically detected and accepted by most modern operating systems. Keyboards do represent humans after all. Using the scripting language, commands that are typed on it are executed as soon as the drive is plugged into a computer. The rubber ducky has a micro USB slot on it, and any micro SD card with a preloaded script can be inserted and run on the computer. With it having the micro SD slot, it makes it very easy to be able to change the script as fast and as easily as possible. The rubber ducky runs pretty easily. The scripting language that runs on it is simple to use, and therefore there is no previous programming experience required. In order to make it work, someone needs to write the script for it and save it as a .exe file. Once you insert the USB drive into a computer, it gets to work immediately. And because the computer views it as any old keyboard, it is able to dictate what happens next. The script that is written on the rubber ducky can do any number of things. It can simply open a program, type out something, or do malicious things such as steal passcodes depending on which device it is being run on. It acts extremely fast because it can type well beyond 1,000 words per minute. The rubber ducky is compatible with a number of different operating systems including Windows, Linux, OS X, and Android. Basically, as long as you are able to plug a keyboard into it, you can use a rubber ducky on it. Overall, there are some malicious things that can be accomplished. There are also some fun tricks that you can play on your friends using the device too. This is what the device looks both on the inside and outside. On the outside, it looks just like any other USB drive, and most people won't even think twice if they are to see one. This picture also shows the internal components of the rubber ducky and what each part is. This last part on the PowerPoint shows an example script that could be used on a rubber ducky in order to capture a victim's iMessages and place them into a folder to be viewed later. I do not own one of these devices, therefore I am unable to actually demonstrate how it works. For that, I will use a YouTube video in order to help give a better idea of how it works. The video shows one of the more malicious things that can be done using the rubber ducky. First, though, I will show a website where the rubber ducky can be purchased and a number of different pre-written scripts can be accessed. So this is the website where it can be purchased from. As can be seen from the pictures, it comes with a couple different things like a USB to micro USB adapter and a micro SD card to save scripts to. The next page has a number of different scripts that can be written on the USB rubber ducky. And some of these things are, you can find out Wi-Fi passwords, any number of these things that it can do. The last part of the presentation is the video showing what it can do. That's what I'm going to go to now.
Example of how the Hack5 rubber ducky works. It's a neat little device. It's a USB human interface device connected to a micro SD slot. Which basically we put our predefined script on this micro SD card, and the computer thinks it's a keyboard, but instead it loads up our script here. And I made a script. It's pretty ghetto. It's going to download a file off the internet, and it's going to execute it on the remote system. The file is going to be a keylogger I made that sends the keystroke to my email address. So we'll just go ahead and try it out here. Comes with a discrete housing. Looks like a normal USB card. Take it wherever. Take it to Walmart. Pretend there's photos on it. etc. Here we go. I'll give this a test on my computer here. Alright, so just plug this in. Here we go. Okay, this script needs some work. It's a little slow. Just plug it in, it starts doing its thing. Right now it's creating a script I made that will download a file off the internet, my keylogger. And right now it's downloaded and executed my file. Now it's going to extract it to where I defined, which is the app data folder, discrete location. And now it's launching my keylogger. And there we go. This system now has a keylogger on it that Windows or any antivirus won't detect. This, like I said, this script kind of sucks. Right now it's trying to add it to the startup registry and it failed, so needs a lot of work here. But basically you just plug it into any computer you have physical access to, and it kind of just automates the whole process for you, makes it fast, and you can literally do anything with it. I mean, reverse shells, password stealers, Trojans, whatever, you name it. We'll just check our email here. And I have it set up to log every 4 hours of keystrokes. Just open up our log file. There we go. Shows you what processes have been run, what websites have been visited, keys that have been typed in, etc. It's pretty neat. I would recommend not to only test it on your own system, but you do as you will. I'll probably make some more scripts later on, improve this one, give some more examples. Check.
Okay, so that's the USB rubber ducky.